Alright, what is up everyone? Welcome back to another video. I know it's been a while, so nice to see you guys again. Nice to post another video. I'm back using my actual camera. I'm back on campus as well. I started classes a few weeks ago, so I've been busy with that, but hopefully you guys can tell the quality's a bit better. But yeah, I just wanted to give you guys a quick update on trades that I've taken recently, specifically, as you guys can tell by the thumbnail and title, an amazing trade that I took post FOMC. If you guys are curious, also, if you guys watched the last video and were curious why I stopped that weekly kind of challenge of turning whatever like $0 to 10K, that was because I had a vision on how I wanted that challenge to turn out. And it just wasn't what I wanted. When I published that first video, I was pretty dissatisfied. I think the editing was poor, the content, the thumbnail, it just wasn't entertaining, and I didn't want to post that because, you know, at that point, what am I doing? Like, I don't want you guys to watch shitty content like that, so didn't want to post that. Also, I was a bit lazy, I was busy, I was discouraged all in all, but I wanted to get back with you guys and talk a bit about what's been happening recently, because it's September 20th now, so it's definitely been a while. Let's get right into it by talking about FOMC. So obviously during this press conference, Powell announced 50 basis point rate cut, and this is the start of the rate cut cycle. You know, history shows that typically and intuitively speaking, you know, when there is a rate cut cycle that is initiated with a 50 basis point cut, this typically does not bode well, because, I mean, logically, when you start a rate cut cycle that aggressive, it typically means that as the Federal Reserve is not confident in where the economy is going, they might be signaling quietly to investors that, okay, we might have cut too late and we need to catch up by being more aggressive right now, instead of starting with a 25 basis point cut. So that was obviously a cause for concern. However, I think Powell did a really good job in reassuring the markets, and all in all, just optimistic on the belief that we will get a soft landing. That's exactly what the market wants to know and wants to hear, because obviously the elephant in the room for these markets is, are we going to get a slowing economy, and are we going to enter into recession? I traded 1 day till expiry contracts on QQQ calls, closer to market close on Wednesday. So we got this dump here, and I entered into, I have it up actually. I entered into 482 calls expiring September 19th, and I was paying around 19 cents a contract. And as you can see here, I'm not going to scroll too far because I actually literally can't, but these aren't all my contracts, but here are some of them. I sold at $2.20. I sold most of them at around $2.15, I believe. So basically $215 from $20 a contract. So very profitable trade. I'll pull a screenshot up if I haven't already on some proof of that. I'm not going to show my P&L because, like I said, that's not the point of the channel. However, I was really grateful for executing well on this trade here. I mean, you know, I think the risk to reward was there. A lot of times if you look into prior FOMC conferences, especially significant ones where there's rate cuts, or not rate cuts because this is the beginning of the rate cuts, but prior FOMC conferences in the past, you might have to look back a few months, where there are rate hikes, there's significant things that Powell talked about during those conferences. You'll see crazy moves either during power hour on the day of the conference, or you'll see it in after hours and pre-market, and that's exactly what we saw on Wednesday. The reason why we see a lot of after hours and pre-market moves after these FOMC conferences, I believe personally, is because this is when institutions can take advantage of prices and their conviction in, I guess, the direction of the market. And a lot of times you'll see very large swings during pre-market and after hours, and that's exactly why, I mean, the contract prices and the premiums that you're paying are so high, because I think the implied volatility is extremely high as well. When the market closed on Wednesday at 471 ish, I had some 482 calls expiring the next day. So obviously very risky, very far out the money, but we opened right around 432.50. So very fortunate with our 482.50. So like I said, very fortunate, definitely some luck involved, but this is also a culmination of, like I said, not only a little bit of luck, but also being able to diagnose the conference and what Powell really said, as well as identifying patterns in the past and what the market typically tends to do during and after FOMC conferences. It also is important to note that this is the start of a rate cut cycle, so I was expecting some sort of large move, and some part of a spread or a strangle strategy wouldn't have been a bad idea either. At Wednesday close, it definitely would have been a bit more risk averse compared to just buying calls. But like I said, lucked out well, and it's been going well. So hopefully we continue to be successful. I've been really taking things slowly. Just grateful that I've been doing well and seeing the markets well. But a lot of times after I go on some sort of streak or I start doing well, it all ends pretty poorly. So we're going to try and keep this momentum going, and I'll try and keep you guys updated with everything as well. But besides that, appreciate you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Like and comment, please. You can ask questions below or do whatever, but any engagement is appreciated. Thank you guys.